Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell, set it to all. We is back with another banger video, back with another reaction video, man. And today, y'all see the screen, we are gonna be reacting to Chloe Bailey exposes the industry and says she will not sell her soul. And rest in peace to Malcom-Jamal Warner, better known as Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show. Very unfortunate news. I'm still touched in the wrong way by that news. It's very unfortunate and very all of a sudden. Rest in peace to him for real, man. But listen, we finna dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. We finna go ahead and dig in, man.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Some very sad news in the entertainment world. The actor Malcom-Jamal Warner passed away at the age of 55. He was on a family trip in Costa Rica and he was swimming and unfortunately he drowned. This was very sad and very unexpected. I mean, Malcom-Jamal Warner was a talented actor and director and a music artist and poet. He was known for some of his roles in different shows like The Resident, Malcolm and Eddie, Sneaky Pete, and American Crime Story. He also acted in films like Tuskegee Airmen, Drop Zone, and Fool's Gold, but he was mostly known for his role as Theo Huxtable in The Cosby Show, which he was nominated for an Emmy for. So he was accomplished, he was brilliant, and also he was a man of principle too. He cared about the roles that he played, and he was very conscious of how he represented himself and the black community.
I think I was very fortunate coming out the gate with Cosby, which put me in a position where, and because I've always had a good team around me, I've always been in a position where I've had the luxury of being meticulous about the kind of roles that I choose. My mom was really instrumental in getting me to understand the concept of longevity, the concept of being versatile within this business, because she would always say, if you look at anyone in this business who's had longevity, there are times when they've been hot and times where they've not been hot. You have to decide what you're going to do during those times when you're not hot, so you're not making desperate acting choices. I've been fortunate enough to I've always had the financial wherewithal to be meticulous about the kind of work that I do. So I have a body of work that I will never have to be embarrassed by. Now, there may be some work I might be embarrassed because I might have been whack, but I don't. There's
man, let me say this: out of all of the shows that Malcom-Jamal Warner did, of course, The Cosby Show with his role as Theo Huxtable, of course, and I also liked A Different World when some of those characters started to come over to a different world, like in the earlier parts of that show. Those was like my two favorite shows to watch with Malcom-Jamal Warner because he was always funny, bro. He had a great personality and humor in his role that he played on them shows. I think they're my all-time favorites, bro. I like The Cosby Show and A Different World, especially The Cosby Show, bro. The Cosby Show is a OG show. Like, if y'all know anything about The Cosby Show is a good OG show. The main OG show, one of the main OG shows, for real.
Ever have to be embarrassed in that I misrepresented my people, or I have continued to perpetuate stereotypes of our people. I've been very fortunate to be able to, pick and choose. I've never had to take a role that I felt would compromise my soul.
Like I said, Malcom-Jamal Warner was a man of principle, and his passing is very, very unfortunate, very sad. I do send my condolences to his wife and his family and all of his colleagues and people who are close to him. It's very devastating. It really is.
Listen, Let me speak on this real quick, man. This is exactly what I mean when I have conversations with people sometimes and I make the statement. This is what the older generation means when they tell the younger generation you can very easily be here today and gone tomorrow. So while you have the opportunity to live and appreciate life, live and appreciate life, because things like this are very unfortunate, man. And Malcom-Jamal Warner, of course, played a big part in the movie industry, the acting industry. This is very unfortunate. I hate that this happened. I just heard about this news yesterday, and so is the rest of the world. And I was sad about this, man. I was touched in such the wrong way. And this is really kind of hard to wrap my mind around because it happened all of a sudden. And you still don't want to accept things when you hear it like this and it just happened all of a sudden, man. I feel like me personally, I done lost so many people in my life close to me back to back. I lost my uncle, I lost 2 cousins, I lost my father, I lost an aunt, and I lost another cousin, like a total of like 2-3 year span back to back to back, man. So when I hear about the passing of people, it just touches me in the wrong way because I've lost so many people close to me, and I can only imagine what his people are feeling, with his wife, his kids, his mom, his dad and stuff like that, his friends and stuff. I can only imagine what they feel because I know what I felt when I lost my people. And still to this day, I'm not healed the way that I should be, but I am working on it, bro. And like I said, this is very unfortunate. And this is why I'm telling y'all, bro, it's true when they say you could be here today and gone tomorrow. Like, learn to appreciate yourself. Learn to appreciate God first and foremost. Appreciate yourself and appreciate your people, man. Because you don't know what somebody's going through, and you don't know what can happen to somebody, bro. So make sure while you have the chance, you appreciate people. You appreciate yourself and you appreciate God, bro. Because as long as you got God, long as you got yourself, and long as you got your people, life is always worth living, regardless to what your situation is like. As long as you have a base and a foundation, regardless to what the situation may look like, with God, yourself, and your people, you can make it through anything, man. That's all you need. So take this from me, man. Appreciate God, appreciate yourself, and appreciate your people while God is giving you time, while he's waking you up each and every day to go out here in the world and live your life. Appreciate those things, man. Call somebody that you don't normally call on a day-to-day basis that you care about, and tell them that you care about them. Tell them that you love them. Let them know that you're checking up on them and that you want to make sure they're doing good, man. Little stuff like that matters, for real.
So RIP to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Now I want to move on and talk about the actress and singer Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey said something rather interesting. She compared her experience in the industry to the movie Sinners. And she basically implied that the reason why she's not as far as she should be in her career is because she refuses to sell her soul.
Did you see Sinners? Yes, I saw Sinners. It was phenomenal. I absolutely freaking loved it. Can I be honest? After Sinners, I cried. Do you want to know why I cried? Yes or no? Or you're just like, Chloe, you cried because you're a crybaby. Just tell me. Okay, so I think anyone who... It just reminds you so much of the industry, right? And it's like, you could have a gift like he did with his guitar. And like they said, when he's singing, he's honoring his ancestors and uplifting and all of that, but then it also attracts the not good. So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, so that he could live forever and his music could live forever. And it's exactly like things that I see and go through every day. And that's why I just like broke down crying, because it was showing like the people who decided not to go to the other side, they were in there fighting for their lives, they were in there going through it, while the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it. And it also showed that what you have to give negativity permission to be inside. And as long as you don't invite it in, you'll be okay and safe. So that's why I really resonated with Sinners. And I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was done so beautifully. And I'm just really proud of everyone who was a part of it. And I even cried when he was singing in the bar, and you see all the different, the history, all of the ancestors that came before us, that he wouldn't have been there to make music and play his guitar without the ones that came before him. So I feel like anyone who has a gift and has something that they truly, truly love, but feels like it's not coming to them in the time that they want it, because they're moving in the right way, so where they don't give in, it's harder. And then you have so many things tempting around you, like the vampire. So it was so deep. It was so deep. That's the reason I cried for a whole hour after.
Chloe, in so many words, is basically saying that she won't sell her soul, and it is harder for her to get ahead.
But the thing about that, this is something that time and time again, I've heard a lot of celebrities in the industry say that whenever you want to make it somewhere, you basically have to turn to the negativity and the wrongdoing and the drama just to make it. I've heard so many people say that time and time and time again, and this ain't the first time you're gonna hear it. This is definitely not the last time you're gonna hear it, bro. I've heard so many people. We all watched the Cat Williams interview. Cat Williams dropped a mouthful in that interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay. I think that was a year and some change ago. He dropped a mouthful, bro. So time and time again, I've heard this, bro. So this ain't nothing new, but it's crazy that we live in a world where the negativity and the drama and all the wrong things get so much attention. It's like it's backwards. It's like right is wrong, or right is lame, and wrong is right, or wrong is the way to go. Like it's crazy, man. And I'll never be able to wrap my mind around it. I want to be that person when I make it, bro. I don't care if I have a certain number of people supporting me from beginning to end. I'll be okay with that before I sit up here and do anything to compromise my morals. I'm not finna set my morals aside or do any of that just to try to have some attention. Now, if you can't support the positivity and the positive energy and the godly message that I like to bring to my content from time to time, I'm just not the person you need to watch, because the last thing I'm finna do is step off into a path that I know I don't need to be on. But I done heard stuff like this time and time again, bro, and it's sad how it's got to be backwards just for you to move forward, So it's crazy.
And I could see that being true, because Chloe is massively talented. In my opinion, she's more talented than a good 90% of her peers out right now, because she not only sings and acts and dances and performs, she produces, she plays instruments, she writes. She has the full package. And she also has great work ethic, but for some reason it's been harder for her to get ahead. And I know there's some other factors that come to play as well. I do think she kind of prematurely left her group with her sister Hallie. Also, she doesn't have enough promotion from her team, and for some reason people don't really connect with her music, even though I thought her last album, Trouble in Paradise, was actually a solid R&B project. For some reason there's been a lack of connection there, but honestly, if she signed a certain deal and took a certain oath, she probably would have gotten Grammys by now. Her streaming numbers would have shot up. She would have gotten all types of paid promotion and would have been selling bundles with her music to inflate her sales. But that's not happening for her right now. And I do believe it's because she wasn't willing to sell out. She wasn't willing to take the quick way to success. And sometimes you have to be okay with that. Like Malcom-Jamal Warner said, he wasn't willing to sell his soul to get certain roles. And you got to be okay with not compromising yourself to get a quick jump ahead. I mean, some people have to do years of grinding before they get their big break. But the others who are willing to sell out rise to the top very quickly, but then they fall. So it's really not worth it to do all that. It's not worth it to sell your soul for that. So I do have hope that Chloe will eventually get to where she needs to be, but it's going to take her a little longer. And you know what? That's okay. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
And that's how it should be, bro. That's honestly how it should be. When you doing stuff the right way, it's gonna take you longer to get to where you need to get to. When you that person that's going about it the right way, when you don't run over people, when you don't intentionally bring harm to people, when you choose to go about you the right way, when you choose to go about everybody else the right way, it takes you longer. When you're not willing to step on people's necks, when you're not willing to make yourself look crazy, it takes you longer to get to where you need to get to, just because you're doing it the right way. And you would figure doing it the right way will get you up in the world quicker, but unfortunately, that's not the way to go now. Unfortunately, that's not the way to go for a lot of people now, but it needs to be the way to go. It's the way to go for very few people. But for most, it seems like a lot of people out here willing to do anything just to have millions of people with eyes on you. You need to be okay with a certain small number of people supporting you so you can keep your morals intact. You can still live your dream and do what you love to do the right way without having all these terms and conditions to go along with trying to push you further into the game. But listen, man, that's all I'm going to say, because I can keep going. Excuse me, I could keep going on and on and on. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell, set it to all. All social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias. Click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video. Don't forget the link to the second channel will also be in the description as well. Make sure y'all go there, click that link, subscribe, and show love, because y'all will be seeing my face over there from time to time. But listen, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.